Playback people, if you're not here already. I had a idea that I want to try it out, see what happens. Oh, I'm all dried up. um, I want to just make swarm catching a little fun this spring and have like a little friendly challenge to see who can catch the most swarms. And I thought I'd try to get some input and I don't know, get some ideas of how to do it. Let me put my little banner up here. Swarm Boss 2021. That's what it's gonna be. Hey Adrian, how you doing? So, you never know. I don't know how many people would want to do it. It might just be a few people, me and my friends, just talking trash on each other, trying to catch more bees, or maybe it'll get way out of hand. I may have really screwed myself over. Like, I don't need anything else to do during swarm season. I'd be counting up everybody's swarms and trying to run a little friendly contest, but we'll see what happens. Um, so kind of, and I've never done like a challenge. I've never started my own challenge or anything, but I think you got to have a tag. So that's why I made that little tag there. Where is it? Swarm Boss 2021, right? Good, groggy. What the heck's that? Am I groggy? I'm a little. I only have about 45 minutes because I got to go to work. Believe it or not, I have a job, I have a full time job. Um, so, for people watching this, oh, you're groggy. Okay. For people watching this who maybe want to do it, I figure you got to have some kind of rules. Sorry, my nose is acting up. You know, I don't want to be all serious about this. This is supposed to be fun. So, down south, swarm season starts earlier than up here. So, it wouldn't be fair if someone from Florida started catching swarms in February and we don't really get started up here till late April. And I'll put all these little rules that I compiled down in the description after this is all uploaded and everything. But I think it should go from April 21st to July 21st. It seems like a good time. And then one rule would be like not catching swarms on your own yard. I mean, catch them swarms, but just don't count them in this because I just win that thing if I counted all the swarms I caught here or someone who has a lot more bees. Um, my main intention with this is to like get people, especially people who don't have bees, or maybe want to get started, or people who only have a couple colonies, or they all died, just to really like encourage them to put some effort into getting these freebies. Um, so just we'll have all our videos kind of like together in one playlist, and so we can like watch each other and talk trash, but keep it classy though. Don't be unclassy because I'll just boot block your ass. Um, but talk trash. I don't care. If you see someone setting something up and they're just not doing it right, say, hey, be careful, do it this way, something like that. And then people can see what's working. People in their area. I think it'll be great. I'd be ecstatic if like five people did it. So if a whole bunch of people do it, I'm screwed. But it'll maybe it'll be fun. I don't know. It's an idea, so I'm throwing it out there. I don't want to hear nothing bad. Um, Adrian's excited about it. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so Adrian's saying I'm not into catching as many swarms as possible, but here to support. Well, that's cool too. If let's say you really, you only want to have a certain number of colonies, 4, 5, 10. Um, you can catch them and give them to other people. I mean, I do that. Once all my boxes are full, I've done that a few years. Well, especially my first couple years, I had way too many swarms for how many boxes I had, and I ended up giving away a ton of bees, and it was cool. And then they gave them back to me next year. And even if you don't really want to be a beekeeper, you want to be a bee haver, you just have like a farm or you live somewhere, You can just set up something, let some bees move in, and let them rock. Who cares? Maybe you'll get into them later, the next year. They'll swarm. Um, Everybody just decided to talk really loud in my house as soon as I started this thing up. And let me see what people are saying here. What's Tim saying? Is this the place we go to talk? Tim, you're killing me. Yeah, you can talk about it. Um, I can't tell you about it. I don't play around with that stuff. Let me see. Yeah, so Adrian wants to catch one or two. Um, Here's the thing. Like I was watching someone's live the other day, someone that I follow. What the heck's a channel called? Lazy C Homestead. The lady's name is Kristen, and her husband want to get into bees. And I thought, like, nothing will make me feel better than somebody who, you know, just gets a little excited about it, sets up maybe 5 swarm traps, and catches some free bees to dump into their. They want to have a top bar hive, so I would be like, that's just cool. I don't know. I'd like it. Um, Tim learned a lot from me. Um, yeah, catch one, Tim. I mean, I'm sure you know people down the road. Set up some boxes. My next video is going to show the way I use flower pot traps, and that's going to be an important video. But the third one that I make is going to be the most important one, the absolute most important one, because it's going to be the one that almost guarantees you're going to get a swarm. Like you're going to get one. You can't mess this up. Um, Setting one or two out, it's kind of like just playing around with it. You're not really doing it all. If you do all of it, there's no way you're not going to get one. Shingo Gummy, what's up, Bruce? Keep up the good work. I'm not sure who that is. I don't recognize that name. Maybe somebody from work. I don't know. Tim says he caught 2 wild swarms at work last year. I would like to catch one in a trap, though. Yeah, I mean, so for this contest, let me just stay focused. As I was saying, you can set swarm traps, document them, put the tag Swarm Boss 2021 on it so I can find it and try to keep track. But it's going to really have like an honor system. I'm not going to be like accusing people of lying or anything. Just make some videos, so I can put them on the playlist. We'll keep a tally. It'll be fun. I might not really be in it because, I mean, I catch a ton of swarms. It just wouldn't be fun if I don't want to discourage anybody. So I wrote on my little list here monsters. Those are like people who catch a ton of swarms. So I know a few people out there that are just going to pull so far away. This is mostly aimed at the little people. The little starter people starting up, or people who only kept a couple and want to catch some bees. And trust me, in my third video, which I only have one day off in the past, I don't know, 10 days. So that's tomorrow. I'm going to try to make at least one video. And, oh man, Tim's grinding me up here. Look at him. Look at him here with this stuff. I put Apivar strips in my swarm boxes to pre-treat them. Oh man, this guy's killing me. That's cool. You can treat them bad boys. It ain't helping anybody else's hives. I'm hearing a lot of colony deaths. But what the heck else? Anybody? Am I missing something here? I mean, it's kind of going to be focused on the USA because I want to have a prize and I'm going to really spend some cash on this thing. I mean, I'm going to get all my ones together. And I don't know, I want to make something cute and funny, like not funny, maybe like a nice t-shirt and then maybe a little plaque, the Swarm Boss 2021. And then if it goes really great, we'll do it next year again. And then, or someone else can take it over. I might be like, nah, man, that was way too much work. Let someone else do it. Adrian says, talk about how swarm catching is like a drug. I don't know. I've never done drugs before. I'm just kidding. It might be like that. Well, yeah, you definitely feel high when you go to that. Like when I get a swarm call, I mean, my heart just goes 1,000 beats a minute. I'm just like a kid at Christmas time. And then sometimes I'm going to one and I get a call for another one. That's the most important video I'm going to make. And it's going to be hard for me to make it because I'm not that technically great. Yes, Tim, that's what I'm going to do. I got my little notepad here. Can you put the guidelines in the description? Yeah, I'm going to put, they're very rough guidelines. It's like, don't catch them on your yard, document them, and number them for me. Like, make it easy. Like, say, hey, swarm boss challenge people. This is swarm number 25, you know. And another thing that this is going to encourage me to do is to put all my swarm catches on video, because last year, if you look at my videos, it looks like I caught a lot of swarms, but I didn't even get like 20% of them on video. So I want to get them all on and just blink a number up on everyone, just for the heck of it. Last year I would get to some calls and just be like, I'm too lazy to get my phone out. I just box them up. So yeah, I'm gonna work. Right after this live video, I'm gonna be going to work, so I'll be busy. But when I get back, I will go over my notes and probably watch this video again and see what I need to put for the rules. Like I said, don't make it really serious. Don't be unclassy with the trash talk. Um, it'd be nice if you're friends with everybody. Um, I'm in these YouTube streets a lot, so I know what everybody's saying. Nothing gets past me. Um, Let me take this down. Hope I'm not missing comments. Okay, let's see what Tim's saying. It's like being a superhero when you call for swarming and a big bad steelworker stand around you. I had that at a coal mine last year. They weren't that big and bad, but sometimes, yeah, everybody's just like, it's so amazing, and you're like, it's not. I just like, yeah, it is. It's not really that amazing, but so hopefully some people see this. I'm not gonna say like share it out too much. I like this to be kind of like a small little fun thing, but let's see what happens. So that really didn't take that long. 12 says 12 minutes. We can talk about other stuff. Do you have any? I only have 6 people in here. Let me see. I may not be seeing all the comments. I don't know who Shango Gummy is though. I don't know if they're here. Let me know where I know you from. Maybe it's from Facebook or something. Let's see if I'm missing anything here. Oh, Narrowway Farms here, but okay, there it is. I was like, it's not coming up. Hey, Narrowway Farm, what's up? Farmstead Smith, can I talk about it on my live Friday? Yeah, you can talk about it. Tiffany, yeah, I guess you can talk about it. You can always talk about me. I was just scared. I was like, man, what if some big person hears about it and is like, hey everybody, and be like, oh no. I'll get home from work and I'll search the tag and they'll be like 840-minute videos, which I couldn't possibly watch. So that's why I just want to keep it like, everybody kind of comment and get back and forth and be like, hey, Joe over in Nevada is at number 50, or but it's really not about winning the whole thing. I mean, everybody loves winning, but I'm more I would feel much better about the person that just caught a couple after buying bees for 5 years straight, and then they finally said I'm not doing it again, and then realize how easy it is and just catches a swarm. Or I'm also excited about that same person, like maybe Tim or Adrian, who only wants to have a few, like a little handful, and catches so many that they can actually give them to other people. Like my rule here in my local town, like I don't need people in my local area like really trying to take all the swarms, but um my rule when I go to my B group on Facebook, I'll say, hey, who out there did not buy bees, did not order bees, has swarm traps up, but just hasn't caught anything yet? Because I'll give you bees, and then that's what I'll do. I'm not gonna give bees to somebody who bought 4 packages, because just don't get me started. Um, so yeah, I want to see some people that put the effort out, maybe just aren't having the best luck, and then fill them up. That's what I like. Um, and I don't give bees to people who come to me and are just like, "Can I have some bees for free?" It's like, no, you got to do something. Like, Show me you're doing something. Then I'll be happy to get you some bees. Send you on, come on a swarm call with me and bring your box. We'll dump them in there. Um, let's see. Now we find this is more about experience. Yeah, it's about learning. Yeah, and everybody just kind of, I don't know. I think it's gonna be kind of fun. And even okay. So here's the other thing. It's winter time, so nobody's gonna be posting swarm catches yet. But you can make videos where you're showing us how many swarm traps you're making, how you're calling around to the pest control companies, how you're poking your business cards up on gas station you know boards and stuff to have your contact information out there. Just show all that stuff, and then somebody else will see that and say, man, that's a good idea, let me go do that. You can get 500 business cards from, I don't even know, I don't remember the company, but for like $10. That's 500 opportunities for somebody to get your contact in their hand when they see bees around. Especially, police, landscapers, um, roofers, holy moly, tree companies, forget about it. They're constantly calling about bees. Hey, already Reading Farm, how you doing? Um, Let me see. Let me just catch up here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Old Reading Farm. I kind of wrap it all up in the first 5 minutes, so you won't have to watch the whole thing. But um, yeah, it's going to be a swarm challenge. And if I remember correctly, Old Reading Farm, they did catch a swarm in a swarm trap in the tree. And that was a while ago. So they would have still had bees if they didn't get bees. And I think they only put up like one swarm trap and they caught some bees. So that's pretty good percentage. You should send some bees to Jason from homesteading Northern Michigan. He's going to build his own hive boxes. I mean, he can catch his own bees up there. Michigan's rife with bees. The hygienic ones, I guess, or not, it's Minnesota. He can catch his own. Yeah, he can catch his own. Um, let's see what else. Swarm boxes too. Yeah. So that's me rapping about my challenge. I'm surprised no one else did this. Maybe they did. I didn't really look it up. There's Lazy C Homestead. There's Kristen. I was talking about you at the beginning of this video, about how you're wanting to get a top bar hive, and I was like, try to catch some free bees. So maybe if you rewatch this later, you'll see what we're doing. And I was saying how it would be cool if somebody, that just ran with it. And let me just, because I feel like I have to say this all the time now. There are plenty of people doing splits and having nukes long after swarm season's over. If you really put your energy into the three things that I'm going to show you, how to make them with boxes, swarm traps with boxes, swarm traps without equipment, and then how to get the contacts. If you do all that effort and for some just freak reason you don't even get one single swarm, you can just get a nuke off somebody. They're going to be out there. Don't let anyone tell you they're not. You may not be able to get a package, but I mean, who even wants that? Let's see. Uh, so yeah, so the prizes. Maybe if anyone has an idea on a prize, I like the plaque with like a nice engraved hive tool or something, a fancy one that you don't want to stick in your hive, and a hat and shirt or something just to show you're the boss. You won. Nobody can beat a swarm king. Nobody can do that anymore. Um, but it's gonna be fun. Let me see what Tim's saying. I've never seen a top or a warrior hive in operation. His Way Homestead has that awesome long lang straw. Yeah, I've been in top bars and I've been in warriors many times, and I don't like warrior hives, and I don't love top bar hives. They're great once you already know the basics of beekeeping and comb building and space and all that stuff, and you're in the right kind of area. They're great then, because then you don't have to worry about crooked combs because you can drop bars in between full combs and everything. But I think just starting out, if you don't know the very basics, they're going to be tough. That doesn't mean you can't do it as a beginner. Doesn't mean you can't, but you would really be wise to learn that from someone who already has top bar hives. But I like them. I mean, I don't hate them. I'm just saying they can be a little tough. Ed Sharp is saying what that the price should be $200,000. That's a little more than I have available right now that I could clear from my account. Maybe if everybody buys me buys me a beer, my little buy a beer. I do have a long lang, and I've had it for 3 seasons now, and I've never had a colony die in that thing. I've just they've always lived every time, and right now I have two in there, and they're not dead. Some for some reason they live, and I don't know. I like them, but I don't like that you have to reach across so far under the lid to try to pull the frames out. It's very awkward for me, and if you have them up kind of high like mine is on legs, they can fall over easy. So I don't like that. Maybe it's better if you have them down low or on some cinder blocks. Um, but yeah, long lines are fine. This ain't. Don't get me mixed up with some dead serious just beekeeper. This shit's fun to me. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go much further there. We have fun over here. My neighbor Beak, she had about 7 swarms come out of it the other year. Is that out of the top bar hive, or is it out of a long hive, or is it out of her ceiling, her roof? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I have a guy that I call. Well, his name is Don. That's why I call him Don. But he has bees in his roof that I got. I think 7 swarms. It might have been 8 last year. I think I sold 4 of them, and I still have 4, and they're all still alive. And he didn't even want to remove. They're still there. So we'll see if they live and if I get 7 more next year. Lazy C likes the simplistic build of the top bar. And the boxes are going to be real heavy and difficult for me to handle. Well, you know what? I love when people make top bars out of like old fence planks, the big, thick old wood. I just think that's cool to reclaim it and to reuse it. And if you look up the plans for a top bar, like in Michael Bush's book, it's literally one, two, three, four. It's like 5 pieces of wood. Besides, okay, the lid, and if you want to put legs on it, you can. And then there's the frames, which is probably the easiest part. I mean, I can't build anything. I'm terrible, but I'm sure you guys can build that easy. You don't need like the window on it. I hate that's one thing I don't like when they have like windows on them and you know the screen bottom board. It just becomes like another toy box type of thing. Just leave them bees alone. You don't gotta be peeking in on them all the time. That's what I'm saying. People peeking in on their bees so much since winter started, just really unnecessarily, and then they're dying. Um, but you can do it, I guess. It'd be better if you didn't really worry because you know you can always have more bees. Um, 8 frame Langstraws. I like 8 frame. Um, I have a lot. I have everything. I have 8, 10 nukes. Sometimes I have a 10 frame box with an 8 frame box on top. I mean, I got the. You can put like an adapter piece of wood on there. You can do all kinds of stuff. Um, let's see. That was my idea. I have a good supply of old cedar fence boards. Even have some. Yeah, they're the. I love those. That looks cool. It looks cool. A lot of times they're thick. You know, if there's paint on them, it's this stuff's so old. It's not gonna have anything that's gonna hurt the bees. Just like rough it up for the inside. Um, look at Tim over here. Don't be hating. I don't mean toy store of an apiary. I mean a toy store of a like a toy box of a hive. Like you pop the lid off and there's so much crap in there. It's like you got everything in there. You gotta. It's like undressing just to get down to where the bees are at, and then all your bees are at the top, and then they're dead, and you're like, it's like man, they couldn't even just be bees. You had to be bees for them. Some hives are like that. But Oh no, what time is it? It just scared me. Oh man, I looked at that thing. It just scared the daylights out of me. I thought I was late for work. Okay, let me see if I missed anything else. Sorry. Um. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Sorry for swearing all the time. Lyndon K was up here. I'm already challenging myself. Okay, boom, he's in there. Yeah, catch him. I mean, I'm gonna be just dying laughing of just seeing how people just like really kind of bust each other's butt, and I hope it's close. Hope it's close for some people. Maybe there should be like categories, like if you're brand new, never had bees, and then maybe in the middle is like, yeah, you had some bees, but you never really tried hard to catch swarms, and then for people who just do this stuff. Um, but that's gonna make it even more difficult. Let's just do it all. Let's tag everything. You don't have to tag me. I'm not trying to promote myself. But it's gonna be cool. I mean, you can tag me. Maybe it'll make it easier for me to find it. But I think if I just search that right there, Swarm Boss, it should all come up, right? I mean, am I getting this thing right? Yeah, that's me. I try all kinds of things. I love it. I often give it up, don't I? And not keep all the bling going in there. Yeah, yeah. I like people have all the tech in their hives. I mean, it's cool. Little temperature sensors and stuff. I look at my bees. Are they alive? I mean, are they freaking alive? I don't want anything that's going to make me want to go in there and mess with them. I think you should look into long Langstroth's lazy sea homestead. Yeah, I mean, for me, that would be a nice middle ground because you get the part where you're not having to lift boxes, and I'm pretty sure you're not north of me. You can't be north of me, and I have long Langstroths, and I know people who have top bars and their bees live, so I don't have any of the problems people say they have. Bees don't want to go this way; they don't want to go that way. You never did removals then because I know how bees go. They go sideways. You just can't have your entrance in the dead center of a long lang, or you're gonna have the brood in the center and honey on both sides. Now you screw it up. So you gotta put your entrance on one side or the other and keep it that way. That's the main thing you got to do from keeping them from screwing up. But people like how it looks in the middle. Like, look, it's right there in the middle. Um, let's see. Oh no, he said four categories. Oh, three categories: 4 year, 4 year. Oh, less than 4 year, 4 year, and overall. I mean, anybody who wants to help me keep track of this crap, I'm not gonna turn you down. If you have a good idea, leave it in the comments, and I will make a whole thing of it. What the heck is Ed Sharp talking about? Nerds. I don't know if he's trying to call somebody a nerd, not spelling it right, or he just made up a new word. I didn't find it. I don't know it. Ridge Life, I'm right on 4 years. I'm not sure if I'm not sure years of experience is the best way to go. How about how many swarms you've caught before? Beginning swarm catcher. Yeah, I mean, but like I was saying earlier, it's kind of like the reward is really just catching the swarms and being part of something that's going to be kind of fun. I don't know. I mean, only one person can actually win the thing. I don't really want it to be about that. I don't know if I'm going to really be in it. I don't know if that would be fair. Um, it wouldn't be fair. I mean, I catch a lot of bees. Oh, let me see. Oh, hey, Tina Ladybug is here. I don't know if Tina keeps bees. Let me see. Yeah, everybody, I'm not the sharpest light bulb in the drawer, so definitely email me if you have a really good idea, um, or leave it in the comments. Very true. Farm system, some have like 20 colonies at 3 year. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with either way you do it. I'm not a commercial beekeeper. I don't pretend to be. So, so you can have two, you can have 50, you can have 100 and something. I'm gonna never do that again. Um, but I really want to see people catch me swarms, and I would love it if people were like, I'm so glad I didn't order bees. Look at these three swarms I got, and I was going to order two packages. Now I got to give one away. Or now I could sell one for $100. And now instead of spending, I don't know, $450, you got your two colonies, and now you got $150 for beer. So there's nothing beats that. And I'm gonna let me see. Okay, what's Adrian saying up here? I'm all backwards in the comments, especially if you're going to expand and possibly use like you had to put like in there. Come on, Langstraw hives at some point. Then you can interchange frames between hives when needed. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I did mine all messed up. My long Lang hive actually has extra long frames in it, so I can't even swap them around. But it's definitely a good point. You can always go from a long Langstraw to a regular setup one if you're using all the same size frames. Uh, yes, I type how I talk. The guy got mine from starter 5 years before me. Now has 1,000 across 3 states. Yeah, he's a commercial beekeeper. Well, that's not even a commercial. That's more like a serious sideliner. When you're talking about a commercial beekeeper, you're talking like 5,000 or more. Maybe not that high. 2,000 or more. 40 or 50. That sounds like a lot. It's not. Um, but this ain't about that. Let's stop going on. You're trying to get me started. Um, so I think I'm done with that. And this will give me a couple minutes to get extra attractive for work. I'm gonna go all the way up to the top here and make sure I didn't miss anybody. So Narrowway Farm, go catch some bees. You can at least catch them. I don't know if I already said it, but if you have something hollow, you just want to bait it. It's not gonna hurt nobody. Bees are gonna move into stuff. You can't stop that. If they don't go in your whatever you set up, they're gonna go into a tree. They're gonna go into a barn, or they're gonna go into somebody's stove that they threw in the woods or something. They're gonna go in there. No one's gonna take care of them. What happens? Who cares? You could set something up, something sturdy. I'll put some shots in my next video of my barrels that I attached to trees and bees moved in. And bees live in there. They've been in there. They swarm out. I get to swarm. I leave the barrel there. It's just a colony. Ain't hurting nobody. Um, okay. So I think what else do I have on my list? That's it. I'm not gonna keep going. Um, so I hope everybody in here gets into it with me and everybody else. Tell your friends about it. Not too many friends. Actually, I don't care. I don't care how many. Um, and let me see. Tim says he's more emotionally attached to the swarm couches. I know what you mean. I've never bought a nuke, but I get attached to them depending on where I get them from. I really love when like the one tree that I've been following for 4 years now. This spring will be the 5th year that they've been alive since I found them 4 years ago, and they've swarmed every year. Sometimes 4 and 5 times. They usually start swarming pretty early in April, so I know it's the same bees. And the dude whose yard this tree is in the backyard, he knows they're the same bees. Um, and if they were a new swarm, they wouldn't swarm in April. So I know they're the same, and I love those bees. And I have many places like that where they've just been there for years and they swarm out. So I like those wild ones, and they're always like well behaved. They're never got aggressive. Um, but yeah, I tell the story. Maybe it's on my website where it's just like, what's the story of your bees? I like hearing stories. I can walk you around my yard and say this one I got from this place, just like I've been doing. And then some yards you go there and it's like, well, where'd you get your bees from? Oh, just I bought them. They showed up on my doorstep. I mean, that's fine. It's convenient. It's easy. Oh no, here comes this guy again. Look at him trying to low key troll me here. The treating, make sure to treat them properly. I treat mine with kindness and love too. Um, Adrian's been impressed with the queens made in the apiary. Yeah, yeah. I'm really. I would like to somehow produce a good number of queens from like my very best bees that I've had for several years. I've never been propped up in any way. They're just the best. Um, I don't know if I'll ever do it. Like, but I always invite people who are good at grafting and doing stuff. They can come here and they can pull frames and graft all they want. Because I'd rather get them out there, even if it's not me doing it and making money. I have my regular job. I don't really need to sell bees, but I can't keep them all. Um, oh yeah, I was burning Tim up yesterday. He was butchering people's names. Yeah, so he got me. All right, guys, I've said goodbye like 5 times, and then I like reverse it and go back in. Um, Now Adrian's talking about when I said, "Don't you wish Tim could butcher rabbits the way he butchers people's names?" or something like that. Um, all right, let's see. Tina Ladybug. My sister found a beehive behind her house, but the honey had bugs in it. Yeah, probably maybe hive beetles. Probably. Well, that's very likely. It's hive beetles. I wouldn't eat that. I mean, I might eat it, but I wouldn't suggest you eat it. Um, all right, guys. I'm gonna go get ready for work. Maybe comb my mustache a little bit. Trying to look dope. All right, y'all. Take care. There'll be more about this a little later. Hopefully, I film my next video tomorrow, my only day off. But remember, the third one's going to be the best. That's going to be the one that gets you everything. So, see you later. Come on. See, this part's awkward because now I got to hit this button and not look there.